Hey guys, Happy New Year and welcome to 2020. This year we thought we'd try some, new content, new year, new content. So we're going to try and do sort of a weekly design challenge where me and Ben compete against each other to see who can kind of come up with a quirky solution to whatever design challenge we propose in a given amount of time.
It's going to be pretty ruthless, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be pretty head to head, and I think things are going to be said that we're going to
blood will
regret.
be spilled.
Absolutely, yeah. We kind of wanted to frame the challenge around a problem.
Yeah.
Or
most challenges are around a problem.
oh, that's not true.
No,
That's not true. Sometimes they're not. I can't think of an example right now.
Good rebuttal.
Zing! Got him. But this week we thought we would do sort of an off-the-grid home.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah. So something, a home that is isolated, self-sufficient, 100% renewable energy powered.
In theory, yeah. That's
In
the
theory.
idea. Yeah.
In theory, yeah.
So we gave ourselves like 2 hours to like design and think of the solution, I guess.
Yeah.
And then we rendered it on V-Ray.
Mm-hmm.
And then now we're going to present and rip out each other's ideas.
Oh, it won't be like that. No, I'm sure we'll be quite peaceful.
So it's sort of like Dragon's Den.
Sure.
Shitty Dragon's Den.
Where we're each other's dragons.
Yeah.
And
You should try and get investment to put your own house.
but yeah, so I mean, we kind of took this on as an idea that to kind of push our skills and get content out there every week that's reasonably easy for us to produce. But it's
Shows people a bit about our process and how we work and like we'll try and use different tools like each week and stuff, so we're kind of using our toolkit.
Yeah.
And I think it could be fun.
Were you proud of yours this week?
I was semi-proud.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think I was happy with the. I mean, should we present them first and then talk about that? Maybe that's better.
Okay.
So do you want to present? We're gonna like flash these up on the screen in post,
so
people can see them. So
yeah. So if they
We'll do
don't
it now.
appear, it means we couldn't do it in post.
So just here is mine.
Whoa!
We need a green screen. That'll be dope.
Oh, there we go. There's the next Dreambox investment.
Yeah, and then we could like green screen ourselves like onto the balcony and shit. That'll be sick.
I think that'll take more than 2 hours.
Anyway,
Okay, so with my one, I sort of based it around the idea that it was a house situated over a waterfall using hydroelectric electricity, whatever. I had drew a little bit of inspiration from Naboo, from like Star Wars, that kind of circular roofs, and also from that sort of color palette. For the actual image, I thought instead of trying to 3D model a couple of rock cliffs and do some sort of particle effects with water coming over the edge, I'd actually just find a photo and put the thing into it. But I like the idea of using sort of an old-fashioned water wheel. So it looked a little bit rustic, but obviously still kind of like a futuristic concept, I suppose.
Yeah,
is the idea. When actually doing it, I picked the wrong waterfall for sure.
Yeah.
Because I picked my image first within the first 15 minutes, and then started modeling like, okay, yep, no, great, that'll fit in there. And then as I was modeling, I realized it was just a terrible angle for that actual building, and that the perspective was way off. So I ended up modeling the building, and then in the last sort of half an hour, trying to find a new waterfall to plop it onto.
Yeah, I think it worked pretty well though. I actually looking at it, like I think it does blend into the image pretty like successfully, especially from if you sort of squint your eyes and stand 20 feet away.
I actually find that with most bad designs, like if you squint and stand far away, it's like that's alright. That's
it looks like a thing.
Yeah.
I guess shall I present? I can present mine, then we can do we can do a good thing, bad thing about each one. Maybe that's a good way of framing it.
Okay, sure.
She'll probably talk about this before we start.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, so mine was like the idea was we use like solar power to like winch up a like heavy weight in the day as a sort of like a battery, that then over the night the winch goes down, and then you use that to power a generator to like power your home, because there's been like some they've apparently got ideas where like you could do this with a train. Like you pull a train up a hill in the day when you've got energy, and then it goes down the hill at night to like stop the peak and troughs of of green energy. Often there's like a lot of energy when you don't need energy. That's a big problem. So that was my inspiration. So it's sort of like over a cliff, and then the way it hangs below it. So that's kind of cool, that idea of that concept. And you know how you were saying you wanted to like make it so you weren't making shitty janky cliffs. I went to decided I was going to make shitty janky cliffs.
I noticed that. Yeah, so I noticed that.
I'm going to try to hide it with some trees, but I think it gives me it gives me a Lion King kind of vibe, you know, sort of like Ayers Rock-esque. But yeah, I'm relatively happy with it.
No, you should be. I think it looks really good for a child. No, because I mean, you rendered that whole image out.
Yeah, so there was no like only the background is a photo plate, I guess.
Yep. No, I think it works all good. Like, it's amazing what a little bit of foliage and trees does, really. Like,
just do that like detail,
for sure. And it's like almost visual noise. Like if you kind of imagine that image, or even mine there, without like all the noise around it, like it would just be a lot more boring. And it look a lot more generic. But yeah, so, and those are like two little people. Was it one little person?
I think it's one person, but you see the reflection.
Oh, I see the reflection. Okay, gotcha. So it's quite big.
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's kind of like I mentioned. I mean, yours is probably pretty big too, right?
Yeah, I mean, it looks a lot more like a tourist centre, I'd say.
Yeah, it gives you like a little bit of a like Hobbit vibe.
Yeah, it is a bit hobbity. I mean, you can kind of tell that I probably love like fantasy and sci-fi.
Yeah, definitely fantasy. It's like Rivendell.
Yep, kind of like that. Yeah, for sure.
What is your like design win and design like fail? Like what would you think worked well there, and what do you think what did you think worked well, and what do you think you do differently next time? In terms of an image and design. Image and design.
Okay, well, I liked the water wheel, and I actually liked where I got inspiration from. So I think I liked the kind of Naboo feel. The fail is in the details, or the lack thereof. If you look closely, I've managed to put the railing in front of the door. The bridge leading off the door has no railing.
It's like
the pillars are separated to like at random distances, and I think realizing this wasn't a close-up shot. Like this couldn't be a close-up shot, and I think from a technical perspective, I actually think it turned out way better than I thought.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to stick out like a sore thumb, like really bad. But I mean, like you say, sort of squinting your eyes. Yeah, kind of works, you know.
It's amazing how much like the tones, like the color values.
It's just the color values,
you know, like making sure your blacks are the right black, and your I mean, that's kind of it. Like just the exposures match and stuff like that.
I mean, because if you see like the original image, the colors are way off. But as soon as you put a little bit more green in there to match its environment, and I mean, you see it's like very soft light in there. Because that's the hardest bit about that, is you have to kind of basically look at your photo and say, the lighting is very harsh here. It's very muted, like quite overcast. So that's the one thing you have to get right when you're doing your render.
Yeah.
Because once you put it into Photoshop and start messing around with like the colors and stuff, you can do all that later.
Yeah.
But if you get the lighting too harsh or from the wrong direction, there's no way to fix it.
Yeah, I think like for me looking at yours, actually, like I thought, because this is the first one we've done, I was like, there's no way you're going to get it to look decent, like mashing it into an existing image, but you definitely did.
I am amazing.
Yeah, that is true. I have this level of talent.
It does help.
Pull it off. But I always thought that you have to just generate all the environments in 3D, and that's the kind of way I went down that path.
Well, I mean, that's what we've always done, really. We haven't really done a lot of this compository work, but I think that's something that'd be cool for us to do more of.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's something clients ask for all the time, is, they've got, our building's going to go into this parking lot, if we can do a bit more of that stuff, would be good.
Yeah, I mean, you do need a good photo. Like, if you want a good image, you do need a good quality photo.
For sure, yeah.
But, yeah.
What do you think about the old-fashioned wagon wheel?
Well, the water wheel.
The water wheel, yeah.
I think it probably would break.
No.
But
it's huge.
I love the concept.
Yeah.
Maybe what happens if it's like flood season? Just like I suppose
I thought this might come up.
because of like wood. It's wooden, right?
It is wood. Yeah.
Just destroy it and push it over the edge. But
Yeah, it's actually just hidden by the cliffs there, but there's actually sort of a piston system that levers the whole thing up and down.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I modelled the whole thing, but
You just
unfortunately
don't
the image...
and also like the
coloured
scale.
it.
There's a scale slightly because like it's hard to tell how big those cliffs are.
You're right, it is. It's very hard.
Do you reckon like cliffs are like your house is massive?
It's really hard to tell, and I've kind of used that to my advantage, I suppose.
definitely.
But I imagine this is like a big house, and I mean, I guess the stairs there are the only thing that gives it scale.
Yeah.
And in that regard, it does look like a sort of a community centre, like something you'd view over Niagara Falls or something like that, right?
Sure. Yeah, definitely.
So I think, it is quite a big thing, and I messed with the scales as much as I could, but I think that's kind of...
Yeah, no, I think
kind of
it would work for sure.
Cool, so vote for me. Right, Euan, off you go.
Well, I think mine's just mint, really. I don't want to big myself up too much, but I mean, look at it.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically just the bridge, isn't it?
Yeah, a bridge that you live on.
What?
Who wouldn't want to live in a bridge?
Who want to live in a bridge?
Yeah. Trolls live under bridges. Millionaires live
Live
on
on bridges. Yeah, I have heard that said. Yeah. So is there there must be a huge, I'm just sort of setting the scene, say in my one in the lounge, you're listening to this really nice sort of water wheel. It's like a bit of like a water feature, this calming water thing. In your ones, they're just like magnets, like kind of churning, grinding.
There definitely would be a generator hum, probably.
Yeah,
you would imagine, but generators aren't that loud.
I don't know.
Like you think about it. Yours is probably like just like all night.
It's like the.
Can you imagine sleeping on the whole fucking Niagara Falls?
It's like the bucket founder, like throwing water at everything.
Trying to have lunch, it's like splashing all the time. So I think I'd argue that mine's probably more peaceful.
Would you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think one thing would be that the solar panels very lacking to pull up a big weight, probably.
I was going to bring this up. Yeah. So it gets the energy from the solar panels to lift it up.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So when you got surplus energy, but this could be like a bit in the future where there's like super efficient.
And
solar
do
panels.
those solar panels kind of follow around the day?
Sure.
No, I assume you model that in. That's fine.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, cool.
I don't know if that affects efficiency. I mean, there might be a little solar farm to this off shop,
Oh yeah, no, probably is.
which I also modeled.
Yeah. No, actually, I think I see a cable heading off there now.
Yeah,
now that you mention it.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Well, it's basically up to you guys now. So if you guys feel free to comment or whatever voting system we put on there.
Yeah.
Just vote Ben or Euan, whoever's the best.
And then whoever loses gets violently whipped.
Yeah, on the next challenge episode, I think. Yeah. Actually, you know what we should have?
Winner.
We need a crown or something, don't we?
Yeah,
we need like a little crown. So then the next episode, whoever won wears the crown.
That's a good idea.
So I mean, there's probably only a couple of people are going to vote. So
your vote is going to count for a lot.
yeah, it's going to be huge. It's going to this is not
for the one person that there votes.
This is not this is not a local body election or like a government vote. Like it's going to make a huge difference if you vote. So please do. It's going to mean a lot to us.
Yeah.
And of course, if the more you react to it, the more we'll feel inclined to keep going with this thing.
Hey.
No, you're right. We're going to do it anyway. We don't care what anyone thinks. We're going to do it anyway. Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, thanks for your time, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks for putting up with that.
Cool. All right. See you guys.